Hello and welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new NECA Halloween 3 Season of the Witch figure set. And they have done some really kick-ass packaging for this set. I'm super excited to take a look at it. So let's spin around and take a closer look. Alright guys, so here are the figures out of the packaging. Now one quick complaint would be that unfortunately when NECA packaged these figures, every single one of them had their retaining strap pierce their clothing to go into the packaging, which really kind of sucks. So all of my figures have these holes in there where the straps went through. Never really seen that before. It kind of sucks that it happened, but it is what it is. I guess it's some kind of automated process. Now we'll say that the skeleton and the pumpkin head figures are about 5.5 inches tall, while the witch is about 6 inches tall. Each one comes with an additional head sculpt, which is obviously after the effects on the mask have been triggered. And then they also come with alternate hands, which we'll take a look at. And then a super cool lenticular effect TV, which has the diamond shamrock and the pumpkin screen on there. So let's go ahead and start with this guy, which the sculpt and paint app looks great. They even have really tiny diamond shamrock label on the mask. The outfit looks well done. The print job on here is very nice. And we'll come down here to the feet, which look great too. Let's go through articulation. This is a double ball joint, so we have full rotation and good tilt. We have good arm, shoulder movement. We have bicep swivel, and we have a double jointed elbow, which is super cool, and the standard wrist joint with pivot. There is a swivel on the torso, no pivot, just swivel. The hip does offer a bit of articulation though. There's a lot of movement allowed through here. And there is an upper thigh pivot, which is the only pivot for the leg. There is only a single joint for the knee though. And down here, for the ankles, we just have a single pivot. And if they do anything to improve these figures, I really wish that they would add a side-to-side pivot for these guys, because when you have them with the legs standing out a bit, you're not able to straighten up the ankles. And also the joint just looks pretty bad. Even though the shoes are well done, the joint just kind of looks crappy and cheap. Really wish that they would offer that additional movement on there for these figures. But otherwise, the body has pretty good articulation. So that is the skeleton. We can get him standing up straight after I've moved them all around. Let's take a look at the witch. Pretty good head sculpt. I wish that the top part of the witch's costume matched the fabric clothing a little bit better, but it is what it is. There is a wire throughout this material, so you can kind of bend it into shape. It kind of holds its place. And this is the same body. They all three have the same body, so the same articulation, although this one is limited by her witch's costume. But we have, I don't know if that's the same sculpt. Yeah, it's the same shoe sculpt. Let's say him over here. Just different paint job on the shoes, but same sculpt used. I feel like this could be a lot tidier than what it is, especially because I feel like that should be gone through again and have another loop on there. But this is how it came out of the packaging, so this is how I am showing it to you. There is limited movement for this though. We'll set this aside. If I can get her to stand up. And we'll look at good old Pumpkinhead. Which they do such a great job on getting those tiny details on. Of course, he has good articulation because he doesn't have that witch shroud blocking his movement. Again, same body, and we're going to have the same shoes, just painted differently. And we have all the holes in the costumes from the straps. He also comes with an accessory hat. Let's take a look at the hat real quick. And that looks pretty awesome. And they have the little stub up here, so you just press it on. Real quick, we will go through the accessory head sculpts, the triggered masks, and that looks super, super cool. NECA's been doing a really, really good job on their paint work and sculpting. And we can see the difference between the masks here. What we'll do is we will just pop this off like so. And we will set this guy on there like so. Get him to stand up. Now we're going to take a look at the witch accessory. Which looks super cool. This is like 2 different pieces in here. That actually pops off. Alright, that's cool. That might actually do that on the figure too. But that's super cool. So you can have the witch without that on. Let's go ahead and pop off the head sculpt, and we will pop this guy on there. And we'll take a look at it with the hood on. Let's see here. Put that off. Put that through there. And bam. And of course, we will go ahead and swap out Pumpkinhead here. That looks super gnarly. I really, really like the sculpt. It looks super gross, and they have a nice sheen to it too. Very, very cool. So we'll go ahead and pop that off. And put that on there. And then you can still put the hat on as well. Although I like him probably without it. Then they also all have additional left and right hand, which are open. And the ones on the body are grasping hands. Which, let's go ahead and get to that by looking at those hands, and then so you can hold the bag somehow, some way. Not sure how. There we go. But you can kind of have him carrying the bag, or whichever one you want. The other two bags, though, unfortunately, do not have handles in them. They're just an open bag. I wish that they had handles in all of the bags, like this one. This one does open up too. So let's go ahead and look at the super, super cool lenticular TV. So we have the pumpkin, and then the Silver Shamrock Novelties logo. Doesn't switch so much that way, it's more this way. That's awesome. And the TV itself is well done. Viewers that are my age will recognize these TV sets because we're super, super old. These old tube TVs. And NECA also includes on the back here a way to hang up the TV in your display, which is pretty awesome. Alright guys, so that's about all there is to go over on this figure set, and even with the shortcomings as far as lack of ankle movement and unfortunately their ties piercing the clothing during manufacturing, it's still an awesome pickup and an awesome figure set. The value is definitely still there. I think that these are about like 50 bucks. You get 3 super cool figures and a bunch of accessories for it. And it's from a movie that I really, really love. And I know you guys love it too. Now, I don't think of it as part of the Halloween franchise, as most people, I believe, feel the same. It's kind of its own thing, it's its own entity. And but I still really, really love this movie, and it's so, so cool to have these figures from it. So as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And also feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.